good Monday morning to you. It's the 26th of September 2011. Chris Reardon welcoming you to today's United Kingdom talk. A little bit of a sad day, really. The karaoke that I do at the Belushi's in Hammersmith is coming to an end today. So a little bit sad about that, boys and girls. I have known for a couple of weeks, actually. There's a new manager there, wants to try new things. You know how it goes. And once you've been doing this sort of DJing, karaoke, that sort of thing, entertainment type things, once you've been doing it for a year, for a few years, you see this happen and you accept it and move on. Completely pointless to argue the point. Absolutely pointless. New managers make up their mind. That's it. You accept it and move on to something else. Which actually I've been once again, touch wood, the Lord has shone down upon me, probably because I went to church yesterday, and has given me another Monday night to do somewhere else, which I can't tell you about yet. Unfortunately, it's not in the Hammersmith area, and I'm not sure that it's actually very easy for the Hammersmith crowd to get to, which is a bit of a shame, really. It is in another area, but I can't tell you where it is until I come back off my holiday, which, of course, is next Monday. Yes, I will be going. I had a little bit of a depressing time at the end of last week, which is why you didn't see me for a couple of days. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So, yes, a sad night tonight. Hammersmith karaoke tonight comes to a close. So there we are. And a new one will emerge. It will emerge like a phoenix from the ashes. It really will, in just a couple of weeks' time when I come back off my holiday. Now, of course, the good thing is for the people in Hammersmith, I already do karaoke on a Tuesday night at a venue in Fulham, which is very, very easy for them to get to. And indeed, over the last few weeks, more people have been coming to the Fulham one, which is quite nice, really. So there we are. That one will carry on. Belushi's karaoke every Tuesday night in Fulham between 9 and 12, or if there's football, straight after the football, all right? Now, I said to you, I've had a bit of a depressing time. Last Sunday, that's not yesterday, the Sunday before, I left the house as usual, off to go to work, got to the end of the road, and I remembered I'd forgotten something. Now, that's 2 days in a row that happened, actually. 2 days in a row. And it's not like before I leave the house, I look around and check that I haven't left anything. All right? Then I get in the car and I go. And I did that on both occasions. I did exactly the same thing on Friday night. I'd left the house and forgotten an important piece of equipment which I couldn't have done the job without. So I had to go back as well on Friday. But Sunday is a little bit more serious. So I went round the roundabout at the top of my road, got back to the house, got the item, put it back in the car. I'm travelling along. Now, as you know, I am a careful driver. Okay? I go on the motorway, 50, 55 mile an hour, simply really to save fuel. I'm a pretty careful driver, annoyingly so, according to my sister. She thinks I drive far too slow, but I keep at the limit, and that's it. So I'm coming along what is our sort of little main road, you know, and got to a junction, and at that junction I saw a car starting to pull out slowly. Okay, she's going to stop. Fine, I've got right away. Carried on going. I've got past the junction, and all of a sudden in my rearview mirror I saw her come out and she smacked the right-hand side rear of my car, right where the wheel is. So I got out of the car, I opened the window and says, "What happened there then?" You know, in a loud voice. No swearing. "What happened there then?" And she said nothing. She just froze in her car. And it was a it was one of those people carrier type things. And so we pulled over the side and I got out of the car. First of all, I had to look at my car and just a real bad dent on it. Really bad, you know, where the wheel arch is, and everything looks like it's pushed over. Then I spoke to her. She hardly said anything at all. She was quite shaken up, actually. And when I saw I was shaken up, when I see someone who's not happy about it, I can't explain it, but I become nice. Not that I'm nice most of the time. I become extra nice, and I was concerned about her, strangely enough. However, that was it. So I said, let's have a look at your car. And as luck would have it, just a couple of scratches on her bumper because her car was much higher than mine. So we swapped the insurance details, and that's it, really. I carried on, and off she went. And that was it. Now, you would think that's quite easy. I rung up the insurance company that night. It was a Sunday night, so they said, OK, please ring back in the morning. We've taken the details now. Rung back in the morning, gave them all the details, went through the whole rigmarole, your number plate, her number plate, what sort of car she got, what sort of car, all that business, right? So put the phone down, I thought that was it. A little while later, within a couple of hours, I suppose, another company rang me. And they said, oh, we've been asked by so-and-so to deal with it. Oh, right, OK. We need to take the details. I said, well, didn't you get them off the insurance company? No, they just told us to ring you. OK, so went through all that again. Now, when I told them all the information and all that, and everything seemed hunky-dory, and put the phone down, a little while later, another company rang. And I said, well, who are you? I've already been speaking to someone. Oh, you'll be wanting a hire car, so we're going to deal with all the accident for you. You know, and my mind's going all over the place. I thought, what's going on here? Right, OK, give her the information. When it came to the make of the car, I told her, I said, well, that's not what we got down here for that sort of car. Oh, I said, OK, I'll check. So I then rang the lady who damaged my car, and she told me it was actually a different car to what I'd written down. I must have got confused at the time. You know how it is, everything's going wrong at the same time when that happens. So that was that. And rung them back, given the information they required, and put the phone down. That night, another company rang. This was the other party's insurance, right? Who says she now claims full responsibility for the accident, and they would like to deal with my inquiry. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute, you're the fourth people I've spoken to. What's all this? I don't understand. Well, we're here if And I put the phone on, I thought, I don't know what's going on here. So I rang back the first one, and what it seems is happening is that 3 companies now are vying for my business because it wasn't my fault. Now, this has led me to total confusion, so much so that I'm quite losing the plot here. And at one point, this woman I remember the one from the second insurance company, she went on and on the phone. She was like that on the phone. Chat, with all the rules and regulations from the whatever authority that she has to read out down. And in the end, I just lost the plot and threw the phone across the room. I got sick to death of listening to her cackling on about this, that and the other. Now, this is very, very different. The last accident I had, which again wasn't my fault, was many, many years ago. I mean, it really was a very long time ago. And I remember just ringing up your insurance company, okay? And that's it. They would deal with the whole thing. You'd take your car in, it would be repaired, you'd get another car, and it would all be dealt with like that. I don't know how this element has crept in of all these different people trying to contact you at the same time, but it's very, very, very confusing. I had not a clue what was going on. Anyway, as it turns out, I rung up the first insurance company in the end and told them, you know, well, why are these people contacting me? Oh, right, OK, well, they've picked up the information from somewhere, I don't know where, and that's why. If you tell them that we are dealing with your insurance claim, then you won't have any more problem with them. So that's exactly what I did. I picked up the phone, rung them both back, end of story, and finished. So there we are. That's what's been going on, and that was why I was so down last week. Not only that, but the hire car that I've got, right, is a beautiful car. There's not a mark on it. Now, I'm not one who likes things that make people look at you as you're going along. This is a flash car. It's a beautiful colour, and it's not got a mark on it. And that's my problem, okay? The fact that there's no mark on it, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to damage it, right? And from the moment he gave me that car, I was worried. I thought, I'm going to damage this car. I know I'm going to damage this car, right? I then loaded up the car, the brand, almost brand new one. It's only got a few thousand miles on the clock. Load up the car, and with one of my metal boxes, touched, and I mean touched, the side door of the car. And I thought, I knew it, and I looked, and there it is, a little dent. So I don't know if they're going to crucify me for the what. I'm hoping he's not going to notice, but I don't know until he comes around, and I'm just so worried. And it is a very, very small dent. And it's not like I went whack. You know, I literally touched the side of this car, and I just knew I was going to do something like that. I just knew something like that was going to happen. So I've been pretty down this weekend. As you can see, I've picked up a bit. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all doom and gloom, boys and girls. There are some good bits of the week, and there's another couple of bad bits. I'll tell you all about them on the next show, okay? Or some more of them anyway. Just a quick email here from Shaun. Hello, Shaun. We were talking about what instruments did you play in the school band or school orchestra, and indeed, I was right about Shaun. He can only play the triangle. Shaun, the triangle is a very, very important instrument. Where would orchestras be without triangles? And where would I be without my cat? That's it from the show today. My email address, I've got no emails at the moment, so if you want to send one in, you can do. Email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. If you're coming to Hammersmith tonight, let's have a good one, because it's our last karaoke night in Hammersmith Belushi's tonight. They're actually not going to have anything on in there on their Monday nights, all right? So that's the information for you. See you on the next show. Bye-bye.